Rorschach's Journal, February 3rd, 2021. So many reviews have been done of this figure, but Jase at Marshall Made Collectibles still hasn't done his. So, without further ado.
Hey everybody, it's Jase with Marshall Made Collectibles, and today we have a very special review and unboxing. What we have in front of us is the SooSooToys Hermann 1/6 scale figure, and of course this is Rorschach from Zack Snyder's Watchmen. I was thrilled to see a company is going to put out some 1/6 scale figures based on it, because Hot Toys started and they did Silk Spectre and they did the Comedian, and then they just stopped. And DC Direct put out a 13-inch version where they did a Dr. Manhattan, a Comedian, and a Rorschach, and then they stopped. So I'm really glad, and I hope and pray SooSooToys sticks with the line. They do have a Comedian up for pre-order right now. I would love to see all of them get made. The front of the box says Hermann. I'm not exactly sure why they went with that name. I know it's an unlicensed figure, but I guess it means he's a hermit. I'm not quite sure. I would have figured that if they were going to go with a name, they would have named it Walter, because that's what his real name is. Let's go ahead and take a look at the box. On the front, you have a picture of Rorschach without his mask. He doesn't even have his dickie on. What? No dickie? And on the front, it just says Hermann. It gives the 1/6 scale collectible figure. On the side, SST0271, I think, yeah. And on the back, you have a little bit of legalese and a bunch of stuff written in a language I can't read. And no, I'm not going to put out Google Translate on this. If you want to, knock yourself out. But that's basically it. It is just a flat shoebox type design. I will say this, SooSooToys is one of my favorite up-and-comers for unlicensed figures, just because their stuff is fabulous. I mean, like Hot Toys quality. So I'm really excited to take a look at this guy. So let's go ahead and get him out of the box and take a look at see everything he comes with. Real quick, when you take the cover off, you do get an insert of Rorschach with his grapple gun aiming up at the sky. Honestly, this should have been the cover of your box. That is beautiful. And I don't know if it's an actual shot of the figure and then they just put it through that filter to make it look painted, but it looks fabulous. And our Rorschach comes to us in 2 clamshell trays. One has the figure, the multiple head sculpts, a flame effect, and some hands and the hat. The other one has the stand and our other accessories, which let's go ahead and open this up first and go through these. Okay, and with the plastic off the top, let's go ahead and pull out the stand. I do love that SooSoo does this. Every one of their stands has this like diamond pattern, like a diamond plate steel, but the center is always matches up to what the figure is. And then here we get the Comedian's smiley face button with a little blood splatter on it. That is brilliant. I love that. I wish more and more companies put a little bit more effort into the stands. Not saying nothing, but looking at you, Sideshow, I love this. Okay, for his grapple gun, we have his grappling hook. And this is on a piece of metal, so you can have it looking like it's shooting out straight. And these little tines on the grapple hook actually can fold down. You also have one with the wire kind of zigzagging, like bent. That would look good for like a where it's shooting out, but it hasn't attached to nothing yet. Again, that attention to detail is there. And again, this is metal. Next, we have his grapple gun. And this thing looks amazing. The detail on it and the paint washes are gorgeous. Now, of course, it is very steampunk looking, because it looks like this is something either Rorschach or maybe even Night Owl made for him, Dan, when they were partners. Really like the look of this. And this does come off where you can have those other effects attached to it. Just love that. That looks amazing. We have our can of Vite hairspray, which is kind of cool because I had the old DC Direct figure back in the day, and it did come with a can of hairspray too. Oh, we got some smalls, and we got a bunch of lit matches. We have a pencil, and sure enough, we have Comedians. We have Comedians little smiley face button with a blood drop. That is too cool. Love that. We have his journal. It says journal 1984-85. You've got like the cup ring there, the band around it. Does not open. Very nice. If you were an eagle-eye viewer, you might have caught it on your second watch through or more. The end is nigh. You see Walter Kovacs throughout the movie and throughout the comic book walking around with this. Very nicely detailed. You got some good wood grain weathering in there. It looks like the verbiage is engraved into it. And then on the back you have the random nails. Very nicely done. I mean, like, the accessories themselves are amazing. Okay, let's take a look at Rorschach. Okay, and with the main figure compartment, you first get a light up effect. This is where he can hold like the group of matches, and you can make it look like he is using the hairspray to blow, use it as a blowtorch. We have multiple mask portraits. We have 5 different hands, plus he has 2 fist hands on. And we'll just go over some of these hands real quick. First, we have the hand to hold the hairspray. Really nice detail on these. A relaxed hand, kind of. These would be great if you were wanting to have that kind of pose where he has his hands tucked into his pockets. Kind of a gripping hand. And we have a trigger hand. These hands are not very hard either. They're very soft and pliable, so they should be really easy. The look and paint apps on it does make it look like used leather, so that's nice. We have his hat, purple band. Very nice. We have 3 different Rorschach head sculpts, and they look like they're cloth, but they are not. They all have a different Rorschach pattern on it, like that one. In fact, let's do this, or we can take a look at what they look like. Like that. That might just be my favorite. That's beautiful. They did beautiful work on these. Yeah, they're just amazing. And Rorschach is a tiny dude. If you watch the movie or even if you read the comics, he is the shortest member. He's even shorter than Silk Spectre. So, let's go over him now. He's got some really nice shoes. That purple pinstripe. That worn leather look. Now this was going to be a faux plastic kind of leather, and then they switched it to like this suede kind of thing, which I'm glad, because now this would not peel. That looks amazing. And he does have the full suit on up underneath. I am not going to take apart this figure. I do not undress my dollies. So, but you can see the whole suit is there. I'm not going to try to undress him because I will never get it this tight and neat again. I will fix that scarf though. Let's take a look at that head sculpt. That is amazing. I'm gonna pop this off. This is incredible. It looks just like Jackie Earle Haley. I really hate that there's not more options, because I want him to be Rorschach, but I would love to have him in that outfit with this head and walking around with a sign. It's almost a shame not to be able to use this sculpt. It is beautiful. Like seriously, Hot Toys, Interbay. Actually, this supersedes Blitzway. See, a lot of these unlicensed companies are coming up, and just the talent that they have working for them is immense. Like you can see his pit scars. Jesus. Yeah, amazing. Like just outdid themselves. Give me a minute. I'm going to have Rorschach set up, and I'll have him on the turntable, and we'll give you some final thoughts. And here we have Rorschach all put together, and he's stunning. I know it is February, but he might be down for my figure of the year for 2022. I don't see anybody coming close to putting out anything like this. The quality is second to none. The more I keep working with him, because I put together his ascot, which at this scale is a pain in the ass, to say the least, because the material is so light and soft. It lays like you would want material to lay for 1/6 scale, but it makes it really hard to tie like that Windsor kind of knot that you do without looping over to make the ascot. So that was a little difficult, especially since I've got meat hooks for hands. But when it's all said and done, he's gorgeous. He looks like a miniature Rorschach. You could honestly, the people that do like the really good toy photography, you could do photos of him and it would look like the real person. And where else for like 160, 170, which is the retail on this, get 4 head sculpts. That is insane. The amount of accessories he came with is nuts. Especially for the price point, is a well worth it figure. If you're new to our channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. It means the world to us. Plus, you'll be able to get notified of all our content as it goes up. So, again, this is Jase for Marshall Made Collectibles. I thank you for watching. Take care and stay safe.